Hello. So in this video, I will be recapping session 16 of the Tale of the Food Group, my Dungeons and Dragons campaign. I'll remind you of our cast of characters: Raven, the Sea Elf Sorcerer Cleric, Faku, the Griffin, Sorcerer Druid, Rathma, the Black Dragonborn Sorcerer Warlock, and Dilborth, the Dwarf Cleric Druid. This is session 16. Alright, so they were on their way back to Nervira from the frogs, the frog people, Bullywogs. And then they saw an explosion in the distance. And so it was, they went to it, and you know what they found? Jesus going Ultra Instinct, similar to Goku, fighting a Pit Fiend. Let me just look for the picture of the Pit Fiend. There it is. This challenge rating 20 devil. They're pretty cool. Very strong. And anyway, so that happened, and then they went back to Nervira and got stopped by this guy in the street, this mysterious hooded figure. So he told them to kill this drow. His name was Murak. He should be in the tavern, which is pretty close to where they were at that time, and we'll give them, I think it was 10,000 platinum pieces each, which, you know, that's a lot of money. Does he keep his promise? You'll find out later in the video, because that is answered, and I will not tell you yet. Anyway, so they go in the tavern, spot the drow, and so Rathma casts disguise self on himself to make him look different, but he didn't move at all. He's still in he's still with the other party members. And so what did he do to, I think he casted I think he took a dagger and casted catapult to fling it at the target, the drow, Murak. I don't quite remember how that happened. That's like the one thing about this session that I don't remember. And this was last week that this happened, 6 days ago. So it's pretty fresh in my mind. For whatever reason, I cannot remember how they killed the target. Anyway, so, because they're in the tavern, a lot of people saw them, called the guards. Guards took them to King Rathmar, you know, the king. Sort of their boss, I guess. And so he, first thing he noticed, Hegnar was missing. You know, the kobold rogue. He died last session because he failed to disable a landmine. So the landmine blew up in his face and he died. Blew up into a bunch of pieces of perfectly cooked, delicious kobold flesh. Yeah, it was perfectly cooked, most of it at least, I think. Some of it was a bit over, some of it was a bit under. How do I know this? Don't ask questions. So they wouldn't tell him truthfully what happened to Hegnar. I don't remember what some examples were, but they were really, really stupid. It was funny. They told them about the reason that the guards brought them here, which is, you know, they killed a guy in the tavern. And so Rathmar asked who sent them. I don't think they told him. They might have told him mysterious hooded figure. Oh, yeah, they did tell him that a mysterious hooded figure told them to do it in exchange for money. For 10,000 platinum pieces each, which is a lot. That's like probably, so if 100,000, well, let me just do the math to see how much 10,000 platinum pieces would be. calculator. So let's say one gold is $1 in real life. One platinum piece is $100. So is 100 gold, which would be $100. 10,000 times 100 is 1 million. 1 million times 4 is 4 million. So that's $4 million in total that he offered them. That is crazy. I should have done the math beforehand. So that'd be, 10,000 platinum pieces would be equal to $4 million in real life. That's a lot. And so a guard handed Rathmar Rathmar sort of scolded them for trusting a mysterious hooded figure. You do not trust mysterious hooded figures. Why would you do that? Like, you don't even know what they look like, because they're mysterious, and they're hooded, and you can't even see their face. You have no idea their intentions. You do not ever trust mysterious hooded figures. In game or in real life. In real life, you especially don't trust mysterious hooded figures. And so one of the kobold guards, he went to Rathmar, and did Rathmar sort of a piece of paper that had a bunch of information written on it about the guy they killed, Murak the Drow. I'll just refer to him as the Drow. No, the target. Yeah. Rathmar read the thing, and what he said is, wow, this guy was not a good person. So guys, I'll let you off kind of easy. If you guys can make it out of the sewers alive, you're entirely pardoned. And so they went to the well in the middle of town, and the food group, they were dropped down the well. Somehow they survived without taking any damage. I should have explained how, but I guess I didn't. And so they came across they heard this. Oh yeah, okay. At the bottom of the well, where they fell, hey, that rhymed. The mysterious hooded figure appeared. And he took his mysterious hood off. And it was like a skeleton being covered with I think it was Eastern king snakes. Look them up, they're pretty cool. King snakes are good pets. Anyway, Venom was one. He wasn't really on the channel, but and so he told them that the mysterious egg is important. He'll tell them more information when they get out back at their house, and he'll pay them 10 platinum pieces each when they get to their house. And they were kind of mad because he didn't keep his promise of 10,000 platinum pieces each. Remember, that's $4 million total. So instead it was 10 platinum pieces each, which would be $1,000 per person, $4,000 total, which is still a lot. And so they went into the sewers. They started venturing into the sewers and came across how do I say this? How do I word this? This is a strange sound. Sort of like a voice, but kind of not. It was like sort of something like that. And as they kept going, it kept getting louder. And then they came across it, and it was a gibbering mouther. Let me just find it. Gibbering mouther, where is it? This is taking a little while to find. There, gibbering mouther. They're pretty spooky. Yeah, so that's they're pretty spooky. And so they killed it, but also took quite a bit of damage from it, I think. Pretty sure it bit someone at some point. But they did kill it, I don't remember how. Then this, then a Nothic, which, let me, there. Nothic. So one of these appeared from the shadows, holding a green orb with dragons carved onto it. And so, what happened? He took, Raven asked if he could have a jar, and so the Nothic, whose name was Grolin, by the way, yeah, he's rip-off Gollum from Lord of the Rings. He's a rip-off of Gollum from Lord of the Rings, yeah. And doing his voice really hurt my throat. Like, we did this on Friday. I had to stay home from school on Monday because my throat hurt. His voice was really damaging to do for my throat, so I'm not going to do it in front of the camera because I would like to go to school tomorrow. And so took them to his house, which is sort of like a wooden shack made out of a boat, I guess. I didn't really, yeah. And so then they went there. Then Rathma punched him in the face. I don't remember why. And so they fought him. They did take quite a bit of damage, but how did they kill him? I think they killed him with like an Eldritch Blast. Yeah, I think Rathma, the finishing move, Rathma casted Eldritch Blast into his eye, and so the Eldritch Blast went through his entire head, and he died. But because they casted Firebolt at him, and someone casted Firebolt at him, I think it was Raven? No, I think it was Dilborth. Wait, was it? No, I think it was Raven. Raven, at some point during the battle, casted Firebolt on him and rolled a 1. And so, 1, that's a critical miss. And so I made him roll again, see how bad... how bad it goes wrong, and he sort of hit the ceiling of the wooden shack, as I would call it. And so sort of lit it on fire. Of course, at the end, it wasn't that much on fire. And so and so when they defeated Grolin, they looted the shack a bit, but they didn't really find anything. Rathma took the mysterious green orb with dragons carved on it. No one really managed to take anything from the shack before it burnt down and collapsed. And that was that encounter. And so next they continued traversing the sewers. And then they came across a pretty big room. It had a centipede surrounded by giant spiders. The spiders looking like they were going to eat the giant centipede. There was a giant bat in that cave, 2 ochre jellies, and a giant and like 6 giant rats. Let me just look for a picture of an ochre jelly. That's pretty sure that's what it's called. No, that's orcs. I want gel oozes. There. This one. Very similar to a gelatinous cube. I should use a gelatinous cube soon, actually. Yeah. And so they defeated them. They took a lot of damage, though. Turns out the giant centipede was Hagnar, reincarnated as a giant centipede. And so after they took out all the the giant spiders and the giant bat and the ochre jellies and the giant rats, they exited the sewers because the exit was like right there. Then they went on a shopping spree. No, wait. Then they went to the magic item shop. Rathma disguised as the shopkeeper so we could take a ever smoking bottle. I think that's what it was. And then in real life, they had a contest. They all went on their devices, and Faku, Raven, and Dilborth, they played What Beats Rock. So it's like, first there's rock, then something that beats rock, which would be paper, then you put something that beat paper, which could be scissors, fire. Anyway, and whoever lasted the longest, got the ever smoking bottle. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Raven. I think it was. And so then they went to their house, and that's where the session ended. Anyway, like, subscribe. I think maybe this weekend I will do a really long video recapping the entire campaign. Bye, like, subscribe. See you guys later. Bye.